Today we're going to talk about vocabulary lesson 2 in your extra sheet. We'll start with the words from the vocabulary. We have ruled, which is a noun, which means to become the king of a country. Second one, which is excavation, noun, which means digging to uncover or discover something. Then we have infection, noun, a disease or a virus or a bacteria that attacks the body. Then we have seek, which is a verb, search for something or someone. Build as a noun is different from build as a verb. Build as a verb which means to make something or to create it out of nothing, but as a noun we talk about the body or shape of a body. Then we have depiction, which is a painting or a presentation. So what is the difference between painting and representation and depiction? Depiction just must give you instructions on how to do. Okay, then we have a plot, which is a noun as well, so it means a plan. Then we have humor as a verb, which means to make people laugh or be amused. Then we will move on to the locations and expressions. We start with the first one, which is extinct. And extinct, which is an extinct species of animal or plant, doesn't exist anymore, which is basically like that from a long time that we don't have anymore. The noun is extinction. We have remove, which means to take something away from somewhere or off something. Like for an example, they have removed the painting from the museum. Then we have bury, to put somebody who has died in a grave. And the noun is burial. Then we have comet, a bright object with a tail that travels around the sun. And we have number 5, quit or give up, leave your job. This is basically the same meaning of resign. Then we have a pot. A pot is a round containers that you put things in. Like for an example, these pots were used for storing food in. Then we have theorize, one of the words that we use, and theorize is the verb of the noun theory, and the adjective of it is theoretical. Then we have repetition, which is to do something same many times or more than one time. The verb itself is repeat, and the adjective is repetitive. Repetition itself is a noun. Then we have conclusive, which is to showing that something is true or ending any doubt. Like what? Like the conclusions that you do, or like the conclusions that you have in the scientific experiments. The verb itself is conclude, and the opposite of it is inconclusive. Then we have number 10, which is burial, the ceremony of putting body in a grave. Like basically it's the same idea as bury, but the burial is the noun. When you go to a burial site, like the burial site of Tutankhamun was discovered in the 20th century. Then we have number 11, within, which means inside. Sufficient, which means enough. The opposite of it is insufficient. We have find as a noun and find as a verb. Find as a noun, which means an important or valuable thing that you have found, that is found. Like for an example, the statue was a very important archaeological find. This is find as a noun, and find as a verb, which means to locate it on the ground. We will start with vocabulary exercises on page 10. The first one, which is exercise A, this is homework. We have the words inaccurate, which means not accurate. Authentic, which means original. Artificial, which means man-made. Dawn, the beginning of the day. And liberate, which means free. Enlightened, which means to highlight something or to make it clearer. Then we will start together with exercise B. This is the exercise we're going to do inside the class. So basically we will start putting these words in the proper place for them in each sentence. We have the verbs come, consist of, die out, put of, set up, shed, and take over. So we'll start with the first one. Let's something before the rush hour traffic. So let's set off. Set off here, which means to begin or to start our journey. The scientists something the equipment for the experiment. Here we're gonna use set up. So they started putting everything in their place, and we're gonna scratch set off and set up. Then if number 3, if many species are not protected, they will definitely die out, which means to become extinct. This is the third one. Number 4, basically we have I was something becoming an archaeologist when I found out what a difficult profession it is. So the correct answer should be put off. Put off here, which means that you're not interested anymore in it, because this is something, as you can see here, it's a difficult profession. So it's not something easy that you can do. Number 5, we hope this new information will something light on the first life, which is with shed light or give light or to stress light here, so it will shed light. Okay, then we have number 6, the tour will something, a morning at the museum and then a trip around the city. The correct answer should be consist, or yes, consist of. This is number 6. Then we have number 7, the new head of department will something at the end of the month, which will mean will take over at the end of the month. This is the correct answer for number 7. Finally, some objects have come to light, and this is the same as shed light, but shed light is which means to provide light or to put light on the first life, like here on a number 8, which is come to light, to be simply as the word revealed or uncovered. Then we're gonna do exercise C today as well, which is the choose. We're gonna start with the first one. The painting was a depiction of the Queen's family. It described the Queen's family. The King's army won